please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Thanks. I wanted to bring everyone an update, even though there really isn't much of one, but we do have some breaking information on my friend Joann, who's been missing since November 13th, 2022. I want to remind everyone that this channel is a no bullying zone, so whatever information we cover in these cases, don't go real world, and please don't bully anyone. Joann is still missing. We have no real new information in the case. A lot of people are speculating that her family was somehow involved, that she lived with, and we've been looking for her in many areas. Lots of speculation of what was going on in that home. None of us were there, so we can't really say. All we can do is be vigilant in finding Joann and let the police continue to investigate this. I know MCSO is very much on the case. Let's keep Joann in our thoughts and prayers. Recently, her husband Walter had passed away. Joann and Walter were married for, I believe, 29 years. I've been getting a ton of inboxed messages about, speculating on how could her husband be dead just after 4 short months after Joann went missing. People that knew him said he had no known medical issues, and they find that odd. Again, I don't know much about that situation, but I do know that he has passed. So very recently, partial remains of his skull were located in the desert, real close to where Joann lives on April 19th. Here are some pictures of a human skull. Picture number 1 shows an intact human skull with a face. Picture number 2 shows a mostly intact human skull missing the lower jaw. Picture number 3 shows just the cranium part of the head, no facial bones, no upper or lower jaw. And picture number 4 shows what they call the callet. It's basically a skull cap, and you can see it there. If you look at the suture lines along the skull, we all have them as our skull fuses as we're developing. The callet basically has a suture line, and you can follow it around the ear and up, to the back of the head. The medical examiner's office has it on file, and I guess it was located from a dog, and it describes it as a skull cap which protects the brain, ears, and eyes from impact. The sex and ancestry are indeterminate, and they have done DNA on it, thank God, and the DNA is back and it's on file. NamUs also took a report and listed it on their website. You can see here, the case was created only on May 16th, so I recently found out about it, probably a week or so after it had been listed. Their report says the only remain found was a skeletonized portion of the callet. The callet is the upper part of the skull cap, which protects the brain, ears, and eyes from impact. It does give a GPS coordinate, which is like in the middle of the desert. I'm going to get to that. A lot of people are thinking this could be Joann. She did go missing November 13th, and by now there wasn't much to her. She would probably be in a skeletonized state. If, God forbid, she's no longer with us and something terrible happened to her, that would be kind of expected at this point in time, unfortunately. I am still praying Joann is out there, alive and well, but I'm just going through what we know and what the possibilities are and what's going in my inbox. So this is the remote location that is put on the medical examiner website. It's not far off Table Mesa Road, and it is way in the middle of nowhere. It's about just under a mile from 13th Avenue there, where there are homes in New River. But it mapped right in the middle of this range, which was odd. So I tried to get some more information, and it actually is 1.4 miles away from, I believe, where it was actually found. I got a tip that it was actually found off of Table Mesa Road near the wash there. So that there are two trails near there, Daisy Mountain Trail and Table Mesa Mountain Trail, but they are both west or south of that area. There are a lot of well-known trails there, but not specifically where these remains were found. Again, it's just a callet. It's just the top piece of the head bone, which is really odd. Somebody just didn't die and lose the top of their head. So something happened to this individual. A lot of people have asked me if a car can get back there, and the answer is yes, a vehicle can get back there. We see, cars drive on those dirt roads all the time. Probably not ideal for the car, but it's bumpy, it's rocky, it's dusty, it's windy, and you just need to be careful. However, the possibility of a vehicle going back there is definitely possible. Speaking of inboxes, I did get an odd message from a fake Facebook profile that no longer exists. I knew it was fake immediately, but the first question asked was really more of an alarm. Just an odd question from someone from the general public. Hi there, I'm trying to locate some information. But it's been a lot to go through on Anthem stuff and on the web. Do you happen to know the date Joann was actually reported missing by the family? I'm not going to get into the whole conversation, but that's just so detailed. This person then claimed to be investigating this. If they were a member of any law enforcement agency or have any contact, I think they would know that information or could easily get it. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. There were a few other red flags, so this is being looked into. I don't know who this is. I've seen this person's profile in earlier days. However, they've since deleted the comments in Messenger that they made with me, and they have completely deactivated their Facebook. So I can't ask any further questions to find out what this was actually about, but it was rather specific and interesting. The hunt is definitely still on to find Joann. Again, DNA was extracted from that piece of bone. So hopefully there will be a match to someone. I know her family's going through a lot. Please do not harass anyone connected to this case. There are also other missing persons in the area. Danielle Sullivan has been missing from Anthem since July 30th, 2021. It describes some tattoos of her description. To my knowledge, she has not been found. We also have a man, Michael Salvatore Mariani. He went missing and I guess left a note on his car. It said that he was injured and needed help. And the note indicated that he started walking west toward that area where this was found. It's not far, maybe 2 miles from the I-17 freeway. His car was found in Cave Creek. Very tragic. He has not been located. Another famous case, Alicia Navarro. She's been missing since 2019, September 15th. She was only 15 years old and she was diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. She has not been heard from. Her mother has been all over media, just devastated, and there is no word about what happened to Alicia. Alicia is not from the area. She went missing from about 40 minutes away in Glendale. Then out of Buckeye, which is due west, a good 45 minutes to an hour from Buckeye, Daniel Robinson has also been missing. His car was found. He's been missing since 2021. His car was found crashed, and his body has never been located. This has just been a total mystery. But again, that's pretty far west from here. So a lot of people have been thinking of Joann and praying that, this is not her and that she's well. But if she is out there, that there would be closure to the family. If you have any information regarding this case, please contact Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, 602-876-1011. and refer to IR 22030478. Again, this could be anybody. There's so many missing people in America, but I just want to keep this story going and keep Joann's name out there. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, but most of all, be safe. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there.